U.S. Secretary of Education kicked off his nationwide bus tour by visiting schools in Wisconsin today. He's highlighting bilingual education in Green Bay and the rural community in Mazomanie. Our State Capitol Bureau Chief Vanessa Kelson asked the Secretary more about his tour.
You're hitting a lot of battleground states on your bus tour. What role does public education play in this election?
Look, I always say, if you look at the bus, and I hope you do, it says fighting for public education. Public education is the great equalizer. I wouldn't be standing as Secretary of Education if it weren't for what the public schools offered me in my hometown. And they're under attack in many places. Oftentimes, public education dollars are being used to fund private schools and tuitions and vouchers for schools that take away from already cash-strapped public schools. We got to do better.
Here in Mazomanie, the Secretary spoke with local rural teachers and superintendents about how they keep talent here in local areas, as well as incentivize teachers to come back to their small hometowns. He says what's happening here is an example for the rest of rural America. For now, in Mazomanie, Vanessa Kelson.